Russia's military doctrine and its implications for NATO. Russia's military doctrine is a controversial topic amongst international affairs experts, especially when it comes to its relationship with NATO. Moscow's geopolitical considerations have influenced its military strategy, and experts argue that this shift in doctrine has far-reaching political implications that could affect the security of the European continent. Since the end of the Cold War, Russia has gone through several significant military reforms. The country has been trying to modernize its armed forces, anti-missile systems, and expand its deterrence capabilities. Experts have noted that Russia's military doctrine has changed significantly in recent years, reflecting a greater assertiveness in foreign policy. According to the Kremlin, Moscow's new strategic vision aims to modernize its armed forces, deter potential foreign threats, and bolster its defense capabilities. One of the focal points of Moscow's military doctrine is its approach toward NATO. Russian officials have repeatedly voiced their concern over NATO's expansion in Eastern Europe. Moscow believes that NATO's eastward expansion constitutes a threat to its national security interests. Russian scholars argue that NATO's enlargement could lead to the emergence of a new military sphere of influence, potentially increasing the risks of a direct military conflict with Russia. The 2014 annexation of Crimea by the Russian Federation further heightened tensions between Moscow and NATO. This geopolitical event marked a turning point in Russia-NATO relations as Russia's military doctrine underwent a significant shift. Putin's decision to annex Crimea reflected a willingness to challenge international norms and values, prompting Western countries to impose economic sanctions and military buildups on Russia. Moscow responded with a revision of its military doctrine, emphasizing Russia's role as a great power, capable of challenging the United States and Europe's dominance on the global stage. The revised Russian military doctrine places a greater emphasis on unconventional warfare, including information and cyber warfare. Moscow sees these dimensions of modern conflict as a potential force multiplier, allowing it to achieve its geopolitical goals with minimal use of force. Western countries have expressed concerns about Russia's cyber capabilities, noting that Russian hackers have been involved in several high-profile cyber attacks, including the 2016 U.S. presidential election. NATO's response to Russia's military doctrine has been to increase its defenses and readiness. In 2014, NATO created a new rapid deployment force designed to respond to a potential Russian aggression. The alliance reaffirmed its commitment to collective defense, pledging to increase military spending and invest in advanced anti-missile systems to counter potential threats from the east. The United States, in particular, has increased its military presence in Europe as part of its commitment to NATO's deterrence policy. Despite these measures, there are fears that the new Russian military doctrine could make the situation worse. Experts have expressed concern that Moscow might misinterpret NATO's intentions, leading to a possible miscalculation leading to a conflict. The tension between Russia and NATO is also exacerbated by mutual mistrust, which has been fueled by aggressive rhetoric and military posturing on both sides. The implications of Russia's military doctrine for NATO are significant. The alliance now has to deal with a resurgent Russia, which believes that Europe is still divided into spheres of influence. Moscow's new strategic vision has shifted the balance of power in the region, making it a critical player in international affairs. NATO has responded to this emerging threat by increasing its defenses and undertaking military exercises that simulate an attack from Russia. In conclusion, Russia's military doctrine is a cause for concern for NATO. The Kremlin's aggressive foreign policy posture, coupled with its modernization efforts, presents a significant strategic challenge to the alliance. Moscow's revision of its military doctrine has made conflict with NATO more likely, and there are fears that such confrontations could escalate to direct military confrontation. The security implications of Russia's new military doctrine should not be taken lightly, and NATO must be ready to respond to the challenges posed by an increasingly assertive Russia.